When I was working in 9 to 6 job, many times even I felt that how nice it would be if I can continue with my job in the first half, come back home in the evening and trade in the market till late night. Though I knew that there is a segment called commodity market where you can trade till late night. But I did not have anybody to guide me how to trade in commodity market. Because you know that equity market opens only from 9:15 to 3:30, but there is another segment called commodity segment, which is open from 9 o'clock till 11:30 in the night. That means almost 49 of hours it is traded in Indian market. So if you are also one among them who want to continue with your job at same time, you want to follow your passion for trading, then watch the video till the end, because in this video I'm going to discuss which are the popular segment in commodity market where price action can work very well most of the time. Then I'm going to discuss how to do the analysis on the charts in the commodity segment. Then I'm going to discuss some strategies where you can trade after office hours, where this setup normally happens on the second half of the day. And then I'll discuss pros and cons of trading in commodity market. And also I'll discuss whether commodity market is legal or illegal in India. So this all will be discussed step by step. Now let us first discuss about most popular segment in commodity market where most of the time price action can work very well. Okay, now just look at this MCX list. This is the MCX list of commodities which is traded in the market. You can see that list is too big. So any new trader will get confused which one to trade in commodities. For example, you can see that it has a natural gas, it has silver, it has crude oil, it has gold, copper, zinc, aluminum, lead, cotton, menthol. So many commodities are available for trading. So which one are most important, which are the most popular and which have a good liquidity? And I would suggest only focus on few commodities which are good in liquidity. One is natural gas. Next one you can think about trading in crude oil, because crude oil also very popular commodities and it has a very good liquidity. Next one you can think about trading in silver. Silver has a good liquidity, and then gold. So what I suggest is for a new commodity trader, focus only on gold, silver, crude oil and natural gas. Focus only on these four commodities and you see that most of the time price action can work very well in these commodities. Now the next one I'll discuss about which chart you have to refer for trading in commodities, because many people even don't know which chart they have to refer, whether they have to refer the MCX chart or where they have to refer some other chart. That I'll discuss now in more detail. Okay, the next one is which one is the symbol to trade for crude oil. For example, if you go and type crude oil in trading view search section, you can see that you will see so many symbols where it is showing crude oil. So you may get confused which one you have to trade. For example, the first one which is showing MCX, where you can see the Indian flag. So many people think that this is the one they have to trade because it has a Indian flag, but that is not the one you have to follow. You can have this crude oil future on chart on your screen, but the main one you have to trade WTI crude oil. Okay, you have to type this WTI crude oil, and the first one what you see is which is mentioned as a US oil. This is the main crude oil chart. So don't get confused about which one you have to trade. So you have to go and type WTI crude, and this is the symbol which is the main one which normally traded in crude oil. So for doing price action you can follow this chart, and for placing the order you can follow MCX chart. What I mean by that, for example, look at this chart. This is the 23rd January chart, and one of the setup you can see that here it made a fake breakout, right? It made a breakout here on the upside and then it reversed, and person who wants to trade based on price action, what he will do, he will take a short trade here on this candle. He will take a short trade because of the fake breakout, and after that you can see that price made a big fall. Right, what is the candlestick? This is the 9:15 p.m. candlestick, right? Now once you take the enter, you have to keep stop loss, right? For that you can go to MCX chart. So this is the 9:15 candle. You have taken entry here. Now you have to keep stop loss above the candle mean. You have to keep stop loss above 6570, right? So to analyze where to keep stop loss, for that you can follow the MCX chart. But for doing the analysis, you have to do it on WTI crude oil. Why I am saying that WTI crude oil is the main chart? Because look at this. You can see that currently it is trading in the live market. Time is now 8:07 a.m. and you can see that Currently day started around 4:30 a.m. and currently around 8 o'clock. This is the 8 o'clock candle which is already traded in the global market. But when you go to the Indian market, you can type the Indian crude oil future and let us plot the chart. Can you see that our Indian market has not yet opened? Our market closed at 11:45 yesterday and today it has still not yet opened. But globally the market already opened. So that is why when you follow the crude oil chart, you can see the real price action because our market is not 23 hours market. Our market opens at 9 o'clock and closes around 11:30, right? So you can see that in Indian market, you can see big gap downs, gap ups, and all this. This gap ups and all very common on Indian chart, but when you are trading in global chart, you will not see much gap up and gap down. Why you don't see much gap up and gap down when you are trading in global chart? Because globally it's a 23 hours market. You can see that there is hardly any gap ups and gap downs, right? But in Indian chart, you have seen that there are frequent gap ups and gap downs because globally it is traded 23 hours, right? In Indian market, it is traded for around 14 and a half hours. Crude oil trades from 9 to 11:30 p.m. in Indian market, but during some part of the year, it trades almost till 11:55 in the night. Now what about the gold? If you want to trade in gold, because gold also have a very good liquidity in commodities. So for example, I type the gold here and you can see that there are so many gold symbols are showing. Now which one you have to trade for the gold? Many people may be thinking that they have to trade on this chart, but that is not the chart you have to trade. Instead of typing gold, what I suggest is type XAUUSD. Okay, this is the symbol for the gold. When you type XAUUSD, the first one what you see, this is the chart which you have to follow if you want to trade in the gold. So this is the gold chart what you are seeing here. Currently it is trading in the globally, but in Indian market it is not trading. If you type gold futures, this is the Indian market, MCX market, and you can see that currently you can see that 24th January chart is blank. That means market has not yet opened. But if you look at the global chart, you can see that currently it is making a huge breakout from previous day range. All right. So that is what when you follow the global chart, you can see the real price action because it is a continuation chart. Continuation chart means you will hardly see any gap ups and gap downs. Now, what about the silver? If somebody wants to trade in silver, which symbol? Because silver also have a very good liquidity. Here also you can see that so many silver are showing in your watch list. So what I suggest is instead of typing silver, type XAGUST. So you can see that the first one what you see, and this is the silver chart. And one thing you can see that gold and silver are like twin brothers. That means both most of the time moves in tandem. Just like how we say that Nifty Bank Nifty moves in tandem, gold and silver also most of the time moves in tandem. For example, look at this. Here it was making consolidation, then made a breakout in the silver chart, and we have already seen that similar setup happened in gold also. You can see that gold also made some consolidation here and then made a breakout. All right. And look at this, how nicely it made a breakout from that consolidation zone where it was making a huge consolidation on the chart, and this candle made a breakout, and after that big move on the upside. Right. So that is why I was saying that price action can work very well on commodities. If you are a trader who trades based on supply, demand, support, resistance, then it can work very well on commodities also. Now next one, let me discuss about the strategies which you can apply in commodity market, and the strategies which I am going to discuss now. This is part of my crude oil and gold silver course strategies which I included in my recently launched crude oil and gold silver course. From that course, let me show you couple of strategies in this video, and the strategy which I'm going to discuss which mostly work in the second half of the day, so you can trade these setups even after your office hours. Okay, I was telling you earlier that when you are trading in commodities, most of the time volumes are maximum in the second half of the day. For example, market opened here, commodity market, and market closed here. If you observe it clearly, the big volume is coming around this time, right? Compared to the first half, second half, you can see that most of the time, if you do the back testing also, you will see that most of the time highest volume comes in the second half of the day. That means volatility increases, that means liquidity comes. So that is why I said, for people who are going to office and they want to trade after coming back home, then they get very good liquidity volume in the second half. And for them, I can think about one strategy, that is Asian session breakout strategy. What is this strategy is all about? For example, look at this chart. This is the 18 December chart. You know that market opens at morning 4:30. Globally, it opens at 4:30 in the morning in Indian Standard Time and closes at 3:15. That means almost around 23 hours market, right? So gold is traded globally, so it goes through many sessions. For that, what you can do is, there is an indicator called sessions. Go to indicators and type sessions, and once you click that indicator, it will make different color code on your chart. Okay, what is this blue color? The blue color is the Asian session. Okay, this is the Asian session. That means Chinese, Japanese, Indian market, Korean market. So this is what the Asian session it is traded. Next is green color. This is European market. Okay, this is the European market. And next is dark brown. What is this dark brown? This is the US and European session overlapping session. That means US session opens somewhere here when this dark brown color starts, and US session goes on till the commodity market closes for that day. So that is how it works. Asian session, European session, US and European overlap session, and only US session. So you can see that highest volume comes when US and European overlap session happens. So what is the strategy? Strategy is, when you come home in the evening, look for the price action in the commodities. Look how it is traded in Asian session. Whether Asian session it traded in very tight range or it was making a zigzag like this. Okay. So that first thing you have to see whether it was a tight session. If you've seen that it was trading in a very tight range in the Asian market, such days you may get a good opportunity in the late in the evening. So what I suggest is, when you see that it is traded in a tight range, then go and mark the high and low of that Asian session and wait patiently. And when the breakout happened, right, when the breakout happened from one of the range, either on the upside or downside, you can take the short trade or a long trade, keep your stop loss, and you can expect a big move on either side. Okay, only if the Asian session was in the tight consolidation range. Sometimes it can happen that Asian session was not in the tight range. Look at this. It made a huge move till here, right? It was not a tight range. When you see that Asian session was not a tight range, what can be your strategy? So you can see that here on this day, Asian session only it made a huge move. That means it becomes your demand zone. That means big buyers actively started buying around this range. And in the evening hours, in the second session, after you come back home, you see that if price retest that level, then chances of bounce from that level is very high. Okay, first we have seen 18 December. Now we have seen the 19 December. Now let us see what happened on 20th December. 20th December, you can see that market opened here, right? It made a big bullish candle, but after that it did not sustain, right? It did not go like this. Rather, it made a strong consolidation after that. So that means Asian session was a consolidation range. So that means what we have to do? We have to mark the high and low of that Asian session and see which side breakout happens. And you can see that this side breakout happens. That means it's a long opportunity. You can keep the stop loss below that candle and you can see one of the best breakout trades you can get. Okay, with my experience in commodity, I've seen that more than trending day and all this, breakouts are very common in commodity like gold, silver, crude oil, and all this. So focus more on breakout trades. Okay, and the strategy which I discussed now, this strategy I discussed in my gold and silver course. Now let us discuss about the pros and cons of trading in commodities. Pros are commodities also have a very good liquidity, just like Nifty and Bank Nifty. Though not same as Nifty Bank Nifty, but still liquidities are decent enough in commodities, especially crude oil, gold, silver, and natural gas. Next one is less chance of manipulation in crude oil. Why there is a less chance of manipulation? Because crude oil is not traded only in India, it's traded globally. So that means it is traded entire globe. So chances of price manipulations are very less when you are trading in commodities. Next one is completely regulated market. So you don't have to worry when you are trading commodities. So it is totally regulated market, just like how Indian equities markets are regulated. And the next one is technical analysis and price action works very well in commodities. Even I've seen sometimes working better than even Nifty Bank Nifty. So if you are a fan of price action, then you can start trading in commodities because price action can work well on commodities also. Now, what are the cons of commodities? First one is highly volatile. Commodities are more volatile than even Nifty Bank Nifty. We say that Bank Nifty itself is volatile, but commodities you see that more volatile than even Nifty Bank Nifty. Next one is commodities offers very high leverage. Many people may think that high leverage mean it is good, but it is not actually good, because if you are not disciplined enough, then because of high leverage you may take big position, and if the trade doesn't go in your direction, then you can also end up with a big loss. So that means if you want to trade in high leverage instrument, then you have to be very disciplined enough, and every time you have to trade with stop loss. And the next one is commodities are very sensitive to geopolitical news. That means you have to always keep a tab on what's happening in global market, because any positive or negative news comes, then commodity markets suddenly start going up or start going down. So that means it is very sensitive to geopolitical news. And the last one you should remember, just like trading in any instrument, even commodities trading also comes with a risk. So always trade with a discipline, whether it is in equities or whether it is in commodities. Risk management is very important. Now let us discuss whether commodity market is legal or illegal in India. Just like trading in Nifty Bank Nifty is totally legal in India, trading in commodity is also totally legal in India. So when you are trading in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and all this, you are always worried that whether it is illegal or illegal in India, whether the whatever the money you invested, whether you will get it back, or that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency broker where you have invested your fund, whether you are going to get it back or no. So you don't have to worry all these things when you are trading commodities, because when you are trading commodities, you can trade with the same broker where you are trading in Nifty Bank Nifty. Only thing is that you have to activate commodity segment. That's it. After that, just like how you are trading in Nifty Bank Nifty, you can trade in commodities also. So commodity trading is totally legal in India. So guys, that's about this video on trade after office hours. I hope you all learned many new things through this video, and let me know your feedback in the comment section. And if you want to trade in commodities like crude oil, gold and silver, then you can check my course below this video in the description section, where I discuss many strategies to trade in crude oil, gold and silver. So that's it guys from my side, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Until then, bye and take care.